All right, then the bishops talk about two temptations in the public life. Two temptations. This is very important. The first temptation is this: to fail to make, quote, ethical distinctions between different kinds of issues involving human life and dignity. The direct and intentional destruction of innocent human life from the moment of conception until natural death is always wrong. It is not just one issue among many. It must always be opposed. This is like the third or fourth time the bishops say this. And when it comes to these kinds of intrinsic evils, we're talking about the direct killing of innocent human beings. They have to be opposed at all times. We have to be working towards that. And it's not just one issue among many. I knew a fellow who would go around and he'd say, maybe you're concerned about climate change, you're concerned about immigration, or you're concerned about just wage, you're concerned about this, and you're concerned about abortion. That's great. You choose whatever issue you're most passionate about and then vote that way. Well, no, that's exactly what you're not supposed to do. You're not supposed to. There are certain issues that are simply more important. Why? Because they touch on the fundamental dignity of the human person, and to allow them to continue to undermine social justice in the common good. They must always be opposed. But that's the first temptation, right? To believe that all the issues are basically the same. It doesn't matter which issue you pursue. That's the first. The second temptation is this: to ignore other serious threats to human life and dignity by appealing only to moral distinctions. Racism, discrimination, the use of the death penalty, torture, war crimes, the failure to respond to the poor are all serious moral issues that require us to act. These are not optional concerns. So notice that you always have to oppose intrinsic evils. But it doesn't say, the bishops don't say you only have to oppose intrinsic evils. You have to oppose all bad things. You have to work toward the good for all of human society. Do you see this, the temptation there, the distinction? So some people will say, look, all I know is the one issue, and I'm going to vote that way, and I don't care about anything else. That decides it for me. Well, that's not appropriate either. That's not appropriate either. We need to consider all issues. And how are we addressing all those other serious concerns?